Hi everyone, I'm Wendy of Wendy City Faces, and today we are going to do the bronzy summer sun-kissed look on my beautiful future bride, Patricia. So we are going to use today the Luxe Diamond Liquid Foundation and a flat blending brush. We're going to give her just a very fresh sun-kissed look, even though she does have a tan. We're going to show you how to brighten the face with a tan so you don't overdo it. I started with a drop of the Luxe foundation on the back of my hand. I'm going to dip my flat foundation brush into it, and we're going to buff it on. One drop will go all over your face. The goal with a tan face is to brighten the center. So you're going to blend from the center out and down, and up and down the nose, across the forehead. Get the edge of the brush against the nose and go into the center of the chin. Sorry. And then just smooth it around. Now look at how smooth and bright that face looks right now. The tan that she has is actually creating shading from the side of the face. So when you lighten the middle, your face will not look totally brown and flat. The next step I'm going to use is the Wonder Cover Concealer on a concealer brush. Now, PK's eye area is very light, and we're going to brighten the under eye with the neutral concealer, which is a yellow base. And close. We're going to also use that concealer on the actual lid. We're doing like the light, fresh summer look because Patricia doesn't really wear a lot of makeup. You don't need to in the summer. And I'm doing a little concealer around the sides of her nose just to give it a little more lift. And open. So that brightened you very nicely. Let me get a sponge and blend. And look up. Especially if you have like a red edge around your eye, you really want to get that concealer right against there and buff it out. Your concealer should not look cakey. It's very thin. The Wonder Cover is amazing. It covers really well, but it also gives a nice, very natural, fresh look to the eye area. Okay. You want this concealer to be the base for your eye because, you know, you never want to put liquid foundation on your eye. Make sure you blend your under eye really well. Look at how smooth and bright she looks. The next step, because this is really like a 5-minute face, is to use the Beige Breeze. We're using 2 colors of eyeshadow, Beige Breeze and White Gold mixed together, and just pressed right across her lid and into the brow bone. So just a nice, fresh shimmer to brighten that eye area. The main thing about what we're doing here is we're lifting the center of the face. We're brightening that inner corner, and we're just smoothing a little bit of shimmer shadow over. Very nice. And then to make it a little bit more honeymoon ready, I'm using a little bit of a golden bronze. And I want to give her a little bit of corner. Just kind of make it a little bit more sexy for evening. Now, when you're doing this, you just want a very slight amount of color there. You don't want to have a big wad. You want to keep that color right to the top of the corner of the lid. She has amazing lids. And a little bit into where the crease would begin. So you're just kind of lifting the corner, and then you're blending it right back out with your shimmer. Very important, take your sponge, make sure nothing is falling below this line. So blend that up. My other really amazing favorite color that I love when I'm doing a bronzy look is called Pure Sable. It's a red, brown, gold. And instead of making your eyelids gray, if you pull the red gold into it, you're going to have lots of life because it'll brighten your eye. So this is just a really pretty color. It's very in right now, and it just really accents a tan nicely. And then I'm going to use the foam tip liner on her lash line. We're only using a little bit against her lash line, making it a little bit thicker on the end. Just give it a lift. You never have to take the whole liner and go all the way over if you don't want to. Always start about 3/4 of the way over from the corner. So if this is the center and this is the end, go right in the middle. Start your liner here and kind of mush the liner back and forth. And then let go and then connect. So you're kind of doing it in sections. Looks nice. And look up. Just going to pull that out a little bit farther, and I'm going to wrap it around the corner. And I always love to have a wet Q-tip handy to blend. Use wet on one end, dry on the other, and you'll never have a problem with the end of your liner. Little bit of definition, nothing too heavy. And then we're doing a coat of mascara, and then we're going to just finish off with a light blush, and she'll be done. This is Wendy City Faces Lash Luxe. It is a very thin mascara on a very thin rubber brush. And if you go over the lash and under the lash, if you sandwich it in, you'll get a nice lift, but it won't be really thick and gloppy. It makes the lash look spiky, and then you can go back through with the tip of the wand and pull each one up. We did the diamond foundation. We did, we're doing a little bit of the contour blend that we did in the previous video. She has a beautiful cheekbone. You want to sculpt underneath. Then I'm doing a touch of highlight with the eyeshadow. So if you wanted to get a couple of different eyeshadows and just use your finger for your evening out, you just tap a little of the white gold or the bisque right on the top of that bone, and it just makes you look totally tropical, dinner time ready. You can just use your finger and just tap it in. Pretty, pretty, pretty. There you go. My finishing touch for Patricia is a little bit of the pinker mineral blonde, mineral blush, sorry, right on the apples of her cheeks. She looks adorable. And the sculpting all happens from back here. Finished off with a touch of the new Champagne Hydro Gloss. Just right to the center. Gives her a little bit of pop. Nothing too dark. Ta-da! How's that feel?
Great.
Is it? You look very pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like the glow.